What's up, everybody? Jeff here with Campbell's Comics. Just decided that I was going to make a video. I'm on my way to buy a collection. So I thought to my head, I was like, why don't we try to put together something? You know, I've only did one long video so far, so this will be my second. Let's give it a shot, see how it goes. So my thought is that I'm gonna go out here. We're buying a collection. Something I found on Facebook, actually. A guy had a very vague post. He posted something like, anybody buy collections in Iowa, or something along those lines. So of course I shot him a message. I'm about maybe 45 minutes to an hour from Iowa. So I was like, okay, well, I'm that guy. I'm definitely interested in seeing what you got. So I shoot him a message, and he says, says he's got a bunch of comics he's been collecting for 15 to 20 years. You know, he sends me some random pictures of, some of his better books. He tells me that these better books are books he's probably going to hold on to, which is fine. That's cool. Like, if you got books that you love and you don't want to sell, don't sell them, guys. Just keep them. You're going to feel better. You're not going to feel, you're not going to regret it later on. So that's great for him that he has some stuff that he really enjoys. He could still have that feeling, by keeping those books, and probably clear out some space, which I think is the main reason he's selling, is to clear out some space. The thing about this collection is I don't know a lot. He sent me those pictures. He sent me kind of a picture of some boxes on a shelf. I noticed there was like 5 or 6 boxes of graded comics, which, as a lot of you guys know, I kind of got out of the graded game. So if I buy it, I might just dump all these graded comics, start them all at $1 on Whatnot or something. Or I don't know, maybe I'll get back in the game if it's enough to, where I feel like I can't sell these for $1. If there's a bunch of crazy books in there, that then we'll go the other route and we'll start selling slabs again. But I don't know what I'm walking into. So there could be another 40 long boxes hiding in the corner he didn't tell me about. He didn't give me an estimated quantity on how many books, but I didn't ask. This was one of those deals where, once he said where he was, he's about 3.5 hours away from me, and said his availability. I was like, you know what, I got time, man. I'm gonna take a day off work. I'm gonna go enjoy the ride, and we're gonna go out there and see if we can't maybe come to a deal. I am driving, guys, so I've never done this before, but luckily enough, we're out there here in the middle of nowhere. Like, literally, it's just cornfields out here, and straight freeway. So just hold the phone and talk. It's like I got somebody in the car with me. So before I get in, you guys say, hey, you're being unsafe. It's not that bad. But yeah. So I'm gonna show up there, meeting him in I think I'm about an hour away from him still. So we'll see how it goes. My fingers are crossed. He said that he wasn't a collector that went to the comic shop and bought a comic every single week, or had a pull list and collected complete runs. This was a guy, he said he just bought single comics here and there, bought random stuff he liked. He said he had some signed comics. So my hope is that he had good taste. My hope is that he snagged up good stuff, even if it's not a bunch of like huge massive keys, which I kind of doubt it is, considering he pulled out the stuff he showed me, that he pulled out. There was some good stuff in there, don't get me wrong. At least some books that were worth at least a few $100s a piece. But I don't think that, if he pulled those kind of things, that means everything in the stuff he's selling is probably going to be less value than that, would be my assumption. Which means that he's probably going to be in the, the higher end of the books are probably going to be 50 to 100 bucks, I would guess. But yeah, again, I don't know. Sometimes I've thought this before, and I've pulled into look at a collection, and the guy's like, I just really love these books, and he kept them. And then the guy that I'm talking about now had like entire runs of Marvel Volume 1 stuff. So anything could happen when you're out here on these adventures, and that's my excitement, man. That's what I love to do. You get the excitement of the treasure hunt, and to be honest with you, it's my favorite part of the entire business that I run, is going out here and just meeting new people and hunting for treasure, negotiating a deal, trying to get a deal good enough to where I can bring you guys decent deals. That's the best part. So something I often do when I'm driving to look at these collections or whatever is I practice my negotiating scheme, right? Like I think in my head, you know what kind of books he has, what kind of price they're asking, whether or not it's stuff I can sell, whether or not it's stuff that's easy to sell. Oftentimes people use the word liquidity, stuff that's easy to sell. That's what liquidity refer to. But yeah, this guy I don't really know, man. I don't really know how to negotiate because I don't know the books. I assume that it's mostly newer stuff, which, I mean, it's okay. It's not a great, right? I don't feel like I'm going to run into an Amazing Spider-Man 1 or a 300 even for that matter. But you never know. So there is no practice. I'm completely winging this one today. We're going to show up and see what the collection looks like, and I'm going to be riding on the seat of my pants. I'm a person that likes to be prepared. I don't like the impromptu feeling, but today's that day, man. You gotta go for it sometimes, and that's what we're doing. We're going for it. So I'm gonna get out of here for now, and after I buy or don't buy, even if I don't buy the collection, I'll still post this video, and I'll have the ride home. It might be a little more disappointing on the ride home, but yeah, I'll post a video one way or the other. So make sure you guys are following before I get out of here. Make sure you guys are following on Instagram, Facebook. Make sure you guys are following on Whatnot, of course. That's where I sell all these books. Everything I buy here is going to be for sale on Whatnot. I don't sell any place but there. So except for the occasional person that messaged me and says, hey, I need this, and I'll sell it to them, depending. But yeah, don't go anywhere. We're gonna have another stint to this video. So see you guys soon. All right, guys, back. I know everybody is wondering, right? You just waited like probably a split second to wonder if I bought the collection or not. And yeah, I did buy it. Paid a little more than I'd like. I don't talk numbers, but yeah, I definitely paid more than I wanted. But the guy had some good stuff. I will definitely do a video when I get home of going through everything and maybe show you guys exactly what's in there. Definitely probably going to have some for sale tomorrow. Friday stream, probably Saturday stream is going to be a bunch of this. But it's there's basically 11 boxes of graded books, short boxes, 11 short boxes. And then there was, I think, 7 short boxes of raw books. And there was a bunch of minor keys. A lot of the graded stuff is more modern, but there are some great names in there. There was a lot of signature stuff. There was some amazing covers, a couple of cool, really, really cool, like one-of-a-kind books, stuff that's probably not very easy to sell, but, unicorn type stuff that hopefully, somebody's looking to add something super rare to their collection, because, yeah, they won't be cheap, that's for sure. They're expensive books. But in the raw stuff was a little more mixed. There was lots of minor keys, a little bit of vintage stuff, lots of modern stuff. Like I said previously, this guy kind of collected a little bit of everything Marvel, and it definitely shows. I mean, he has tons of like Moon Knight, Spider-Man, Deadpool, those kind of things. There's also a lot of Transformers, G.I. Joe, modern stuff. Yeah, I look forward to getting it home and flipping through it and showing you guys. There's a glance. That box kind of tipped over right there, but yeah, the truck's kind of dirty. My apologies. They got a stack sitting right there too. So yeah, stopped at A&W, got myself a burger, so I got the fuel for the ride home, and I'm currently about an hour into it. So got about two and a half to get home, and so that's still quite a drive. Luckily, it's just hang out. Turn on a Whatnot channel, listen to somebody talk, or listen to some music to get there. So yeah, we're gonna cut this, and we'll hopefully be cutting to me flipping through the boxes. Peace, y'all. All right, everybody, made it home. Collection made it with me. I didn't pull out all of it. I got a couple boxes over here, 1, 2, 3, and then those are all raws. So 3 slabs. I only pulled out some of this stuff. because I couldn't fit it all on the table, but just pulled out a handful. This is the kind of stuff, it's not processed obviously, so nothing's for sale yet, but I mean there is a ton. This is all slabs, man. This is a crazy collection. There's a lot of modern stuff, a lot of, ooh man, some craziness in here. But yeah, this will, you know, I'll probably process as much as I can of it for Saturday special. You guys are floating around on Saturday morning. Probably, ooh, there's a 9.9. Boom, 9.9. There's two 9.9s. What is that? A Scarlet? Oh, that is sick. But yeah, just an idea. I saw a bunch of G.I. Joes in here. Some Moon Knights. Moon Knights. This looks like all Moon Knight in here. All slabs, a bunch of 9.8s. Holy cow, dude. What? That is sick. Yeah, there's some crazy. Oh my gosh. The plat covers in there. Finch variants. That's some cool boxes here. Let's see what else. I see some signed stuff. Clayton Crane's Ghost Rider. What else is in here? This must be all Ghost Rider. Lots of Ghost Rider. Glow in the dark second print. What is this? Some sort of variant. Batman Superman. Got some Ghost Spider. I'm just going to try to find things that stand out. There's some like Batman's 713, Batman 98, something signed here. Art, cover art, verified James Tynion signature on that one. Batman 89. They're all kind of tight in this box. So there's another signed book. It's a Batgirl. So Star Wars. This box looks like it's all Star Wars. Holy smokes. I don't know. It's going to take me a ton of research. Going to be going through all this stuff. There's a vintage one even chilling in there. It's kind of crooked in that case, though. Star Wars. Any signed? There's one signed, it looks like. Oh, dang. Mike Mayhew. That thing is sweet. What a collection. This is going to be fun to process, price, look them all up. I'm not savvy on this stuff at all. So, oh, Kirkham variant. Nice. Yeah, I'm making a video. So, ASM 1, ASM 19, cool Venom cover. This must be all Spider-Man in this box. Yeah, it looks like a lot of Spidey. There's some CBCS. There's an Art Adams. Gleason. That's a cool one there. Second print. Some ASM. Oh, dang. This is just a taste. Like I said, there's 3 other boxes over there. There's a Peach signed. So this is the kind of stuff we got hiding in here. Boba Fett, more Star Wars stuff. This box is a little more empty. All Boba Fett's. Wow. This one's signed by Clayton Crane. Wow, it's got the rainbow sig on the bottom. Street Fighter, Uncanny 500. Written on cover. Oh, it's a green label. That's baloney. It sucks. Signed by Jim Lee. Oh, dang. I think that's Jim Lee. Wow. Claremont Sig. Absolute carnage. Let's see what's in these next boxes, and then I'll get out of your guys' hair. This is some sweet collection. This is not really like any collection I've ever bought before. You know, I've gotten collections with slabs, but it was never quite this many or like this. Actually, I did buy one collection out of New Hampshire, and it was a huge collection. Yeah, that one's got a scratch on it. But he had some slabs in there, and he had a whole lot of boxes of Marvel Voices, Legacy. That thing is sick. Perillo variants. Okay, let's see the signed stuff here. Signed by Michael Golden. Got the price sticker right on the bag, or right on the slab. Another Clayton Crane, man. This guy must have been into the Crane. Got some zombies here, Black, White, and Blood. Lots of new stuff, guys. Lots of new stuff. So, that's your thing. Bookmark them shows. There's an old X-Men. It's a Williams variant. Let's hit this last box. See what we got. Justice League Dark. Okay, doesn't want to go in. Take it out. What is that? Gargoyles #1. Oh, that's like the facsimile. A couple of Guardians of the Galaxy. Detective 1000. Some webs. There's a web #1 in there. Bunch of it. All kinds of cool stuff. So I'm gonna go through it, price as much as I can. Probably Saturday we'll have all this out and we'll do like a claim style sell. So make sure you bookmark Saturday's show if you haven't already. Might have some regular old Raw stuff up on the wall too. What is this one? James Tynion say first appearance of Upside Down Man, Justice League Dark #2. Pretty cool. All right, guys, we will hit you up later. Thanks for watching. I'll try to do these type of videos more often as cool stuff comes through, or whenever I think of a good idea. If you guys got any ideas on videos you'd like to see, feel free to shoot me a message or leave it in the comments. So, peace, y'all.